Alright, Nerds and Bandits, let's talk about it. So, got another major Whole Cake Island update for you all. Usually I try to make more shorts and reels when I'm going through this, but recently I've been in like a very big binge fest. So with that, you're starting to get more full-length videos. And of course, I hope you all enjoy, love, and appreciate these videos. So before I get into it, please, if you do not mind, like, comment, and subscribing. Of course, sharing this with your friends and telling them to subscribe as well. Really helps my channel out and really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, let's get to it. So the last update that I gave you all, I obviously talked about how Brook is basically the MVP of Whole Cake Island. How Sanji finally gave Luffy that food that he made, and he told Luffy how he truly feels about wanting to be back on the Straw Hat. And of course, after giving Sanji the greatest right hand since Mike Tyson, Luffy, being the GOAT captain that he is, accepts him back into the crew. Of course, once they save his family. Now, while all this is going on, Brook, Chopper, Nami, Jinbei, and I believe Pedro, there we go, and Carrot, of course, they all get in contact with Luffy. We get more backstory about One Piece Capone right here, where basically they're telling about how he was so young and so enthusiastic to, make it to the top, that he was like one of the best hitmans at a very young age. And what's crazy about it is that he didn't do it because he wanted to take over other people's gangs and, become their new leaders. No. What he really wanted to do was just take all their money, take all their prized possessions and say, peace, I want to see y'all fight each other. And I ain't gonna lie to you, pretty messed up, but I'd probably do the same thing too. Because after I take out your leader, why would I want you a part of my crew? Because at that point, you could probably try to betray me and all of a sudden assassinate me, and I ain't with that. Nevertheless, though, Jinbei tells Luffy that even though Bege is a part of Big Mom's crew, and of course Big Mom's security, he's really trying to double cross her. He also informs Luffy that, hey, don't worry, I know it looked like he killed Peckham's, but in all actuality, my people got him, so Peckham's is fine. While also informing Luffy that, hey, maybe it's a good idea that we cooperate with Bege and, make an alliance. Personally, I don't know what's gonna happen, because I'm sitting back saying, all right, you're a mafia boss. Yeah, of course, as long as we get the mission done, you're fine, but there's a chance you could double cross me or something messed up could happen later on in the future. I don't know, of course, what's going to happen. I'm still, seeing everything play out, but nevertheless, that's my thoughts and feelings. So, Sanji and Luffy finally heads to Bege Castle, where they, of course, encounter Chopper again. Never seen Chopper without a hat. Nevertheless, I don't know if I found it cute or just found it kind of weird and funny. And while Nami is taking a shower, we get more information about why Big Mom hates her daughter so much. Her daughter being Lola, that is. So we found out, of course, that the Giants are the strongest race in One Piece. And the fact that Lola was supposed to marry a giant, and if she would have married a giant, it would have made Big Mom's army so strong, she would, of course, been king of the pirates. Lola didn't want to do this, of course, so she ran off. And as Big Mom tried to give her twin sister away to the giant was like, nah, I don't want it no more. Which sent Big Mom into such a fury that she hates both daughters, and she's saying, you know what? I hate giants too. We not even doing this. And to top it off, the whole reason why Caesar has been, getting donations from Big Mom is because she wants to make humans become giants, obviously, or find some type of drug or gas that can make humans into giants. And of course, if she can do that, then she still have what she wants without her daughters marrying. But outside of that, whatever milk they have in One Piece, I truly need. It's crazy how Luffy lost a tooth, Brook had his skull cracked, and nevertheless, drinking milk, all of it grows back. I enjoy things like that because it's like, as serious as One Piece can get, it still throws in that very lighthearted humor. Nevertheless, Bege told them that unless y'all get dressed up and, in your Sunday's best, I'm not meeting with y'all. So that's exactly what they do. And Nami, man, like, I'm legit one paycheck away from just buying my woman that dress, and then literally I'll be Sanji each and every day. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Nosebleeds on the heavy, and I will pay those hospital fees. All jokes aside, though, we finally got the meetup with the Straw Hats and Bege's crew. And it doesn't even take 5 seconds to find out that Luffy's like, oh yeah, let me steal off you real quick. Bege is fine with it, of course Jinbei isn't. But in the midst of the commotion, we found out somebody else is there. And of course, it's Caesar. So just like the rest of the crew, I was wondering, hey Caesar, how and why are you here? Bege explains basically that once he sat there and asked to watch over Caesar, they gave him free reign. They said, we don't care, we trust you, cool. And with him being able to not only have Caesar's heart at this moment, but he's basically blackmailing Caesar saying, hey, I need you as part of my plan to double cross Big Mom. So if you want to be able to live and get free, you gonna work with me. And of course, the main thing that he had Caesar do was create, the new Warzone DLC pack and added rocket launcher. Like, I swear, they going around with these Fortnite vaulted weapons, and it's just, like, crazy. Nevertheless, this is supposed to just murk you on sight, like, just by the touch of the gas. But Bege, of course, lets them know that, hey, we also might have a legit problem going on with this plan. Because, see, I already know that Big Mom has split her soul between Zeus and Prometheus. Nevertheless, though, she's still an emperor. She's still, like, very, very strong. And Bege lets them know that, hey, bro, if she's at full strength, this plan ain't gonna work. Like, they call Big Mom the Iron Balloon because literally cannons, bullets, everything that you would think could pierce, and destroy a normal human. Nah, it don't work with her like that. And of course, Big Mom gonna flex her strength by just literally punching and destroying a boat with ease. And of course, I love and found it funny that in the midst of this very, very serious planning and this serious conversation, Bege sees his child and is like, oh yeah, forget it. Come here, my little son. Come here, come here, come here. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Bege does have a plan to, of course, pierce Big Mom's skin. And no, it has nothing to do with cheating. So Bege brings up how literally anytime Big Mom has a tea party, she usually has this picture sitting in front of her. This picture is of a lady named Mrs. Carmel. Now, I believe, of course, this is Big Mom's mother. Nevertheless, we don't know what's going on with her because it's not confirmed that she's dead. It's just confirmed that she's missing. Nevertheless, one of the cooks basically knocked over the picture, and just because it hit a little bit on the ground, Big Mom let out a screech, a crazy screech that had everybody pass out. Now, of course, they say that this streak was Conqueror's Haki. Nevertheless, sometimes they explain Conqueror's Haki kind of wonky. Like, of course, you have Conqueror's Haki, which we've seen Luffy and other characters use, but nevertheless, it's still one of those situations where people like Cracker, they don't ever necessarily say that he has Conqueror's Haki, but he's still able to make trees and other people pass out. Nevertheless, being so distraught, Big Mom fell to her knees, and that's when we finally see her be bruised. So Bege basically tells them the mission entails for them to destroy the picture, and that will have Big Mom so hurt and so distraught that her skin will actually become, penetrable. And of course, Luffy has to be bait, which he accepts with no questions asked. And now the raid on the big wedding is about to begin. So it starts out with everybody in the land of Whole Cake Island, celebrating and being happy that the wedding's about to happen. The Vinsmokes are preparing themselves to, of course, be in this wedding, not knowing that this is possibly the last day they'll ever see light again. Big Mom is hurt because she feels like Brooke is dead even though she doesn't know that that's a fake, but loses all of that distraught because she realized this wedding cake gonna be delicious. And I haven't had cake in a while, nevertheless, that I want to try this wedding cake. I really want to try this wedding cake. Pudding still shows that she does not care about Sanji, and she's like, look, I'm ready to get this over with. I'm going to be upset if I get blood on this dress. Nevertheless, let's hurry it up. And of course, the special guests arrive. And while all this is going down, this man right here said he needs to get into, the wedding party. And what's messed up is that he said he missed the previous wedding because he had to go to his mother's funeral. So what did Big Mom do? Chop off his father's head and then send it to him. Before he could even do anything, that man got blicked up quick. And who was the person that did it? That man, Katakuri. Showing how this man's observation haki is so strong that he basically has future sight. Bege realized that the door was listening to their conversation the whole time and hit it with a swift execution. And as a mafia boss, yeah, you doing the right thing. Outside of that, Big Mom revealed to her guests that she has a Tamate box from Fishman Island, which again, I still believe is going to blow up in her face whenever she opens it. Probably at the end of Whole Cake, but nevertheless, it's going to blow up in her face. Sanji is doing all that he can to put on a Oscar-worthy performance just to make sure that Pudding doesn't realize that, he knows all the information. And of course, Sanji has to do this by still being a perv, and this man needs, so many blood transfusions, it's ridiculous. And Pudding just cannot wait to get rid of this man. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all, the way that Sanji is putting on this performance, I'm starting to think he's not even a part of the plan no more. He's legit in love with Pudding. He's like, forget it, I'll just take the bullet. Anywho, right before they kiss, Katakuri uses his future sight. And he sees that Pudding falls to the ground, but he doesn't know why. Nevertheless, Pudding pulls out her third eye just so she can enact the plan to shoot Sanji. And Sanji literally Uno reverse cards her and calls her beautiful, which for her whole life she's never heard. And this brings her to the point where she literally breaks down and cries because she cannot enact the plan, which of course Katakuri tries to end Sanji. And now the Straw Hats have showed up to stop the wedding. But that's it for this video, so please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you all on the next one.